All right, earlier this month, the Geneseo Police Department shared a story on Facebook about a man they were able to help with something that a lot of us probably take for granted. But it started when he walked into the department to turn himself in. Joining us now is Officer Jamie Shoemaker with the Geneseo Police Department. Officer Shoemaker, you were a big part of this story, central to this story.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about everything that happened and how you were able to help.
So myself and my deputy chief, Gene Carzan, we were in the lobby and a gentleman came in and he said, "I'm here to turn myself in. I broke the law." And we had been familiar with this individual. He had been living homeless inside of our hospital at Hammond Henry Hospital. Police officers responded and we've had to remove him a couple times, and he had stated before he had somewhere to go. At this point, he wanted to go into jail for criminal trespass, and I told him no, we were going to find out what the root of the problem was.
We'll get to how you helped here in just a second, but I want to just get your sense of when you hear that, when he says, "I want to turn myself in," is that a moment of frustration? Here we go again with this person that we've had contact with, or does it sort of break your heart to see that?
This honestly breaks my heart. So with the Geneseo Police Department, we have an impact task force, which is we help people with mental illness, substance use, and crisis services. Typically when people's basic necessities aren't met, they will attempt to break the law to go into jail, especially in frigid temperatures.
All right, so what did you do to help this person?
So what we did is we actually, we pride ourselves in understanding resources within our area. We connected with Project Now, Christian Care, and also the Secretary of State Police with the DMV, which is kind of unorthodox. We made a phone call to find out what we could do to help this individual. He came in with the clothes on his back, and that is the only possessions that he has. I asked him, I said, "Is there a shelter that you can go to?" He does not have ID. Identification is required when you go into a homeless shelter, and he doesn't have identification. He can't apply for jobs. He can't go anywhere without ID, which we do take for granted. So we actually connected with Project Now. We used our impact resources. We have an account underneath the city. We approximately have about $16,000 that we raised throughout Geneseo. So we were able to put this gentleman in a hotel for about a week. And he came in. There is a homeless verification sheet that you fill out for the DMV to get somebody identification. They need to be identified. Well, you need an ID to get an ID. But the police department, what we can do is, where this is unorthodox, is I can identify somebody. That's one of the resources that we have available to us. So we identified him through our lead system, and then we got it notarized, and I drove him to the Kewanee DMV to get his identification card.
What was his reaction to all of this?
He couldn't believe it. I actually spoke with him today. He is currently at Christian Care at the homeless shelter, and he truly is grateful. He was expecting to go to jail. He thought for sure he was going to jail, and that's what was going to happen that day. Instead, we put him in a hotel. We got him connected with our local food pantry. We got him necessities. I truly think that what we take for granted in policing is when somebody doesn't have their basic necessities met, what are they willing to do for survival? And I think people forget far too often, what would you be willing to do if you had nowhere to go, no food, no clothing, and it's freezing outside? You'd be willing to break the law for survival. And so basic necessities are something that I think we often forget about. This is a police matter. It's called preventative policing. Instead of being reactive, we're actually helping him to prevent that crime.
I imagine when we kind of encounter these issues in society, we can't leave it to just the nonprofits or just the police department. I imagine we can all sort of be a part of this. How would you want people to sort of, at least in Geneseo, to help you help other folks?
Yes, so we actually have, with Geneseo Police Department, we are fortunate. We have our impact program, which we help people. We raise money to be able to do emergency situations, like put them in a hotel. We also support our local food pantry, and I encourage everybody to visit their local food pantry. Geneseo Food Pantry, which they will actually help anybody in the Quad City area. They do clothing, they do food, they do school supplies. We actually just donated a $3,000 check from our impact program to support our food pantry. I think the more people can see individuals, not just during the holiday season, I think we forget too often, everybody wants to help out during the holiday season, but our food pantries, you guys, we have to support them. We have to do as much as we can so basic necessities can be met.
Yeah, certainly it comes top of mind when it's cold, even outside as well.
Yes, sir.
But even in the summer, the need is there.
Yes.
All right, Officer, thank you so much for everything you've done for this person, for our communities, and for stopping by today.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. For other resources that are around the QCA, you can visit our website, wqad.com.